Hey there, I'm Christian from RackNerd. Today, let's talk about why you should migrate your WordPress site away from SiteGround. And we'll show you how to do this with a simple step-by-step guide in this video. But we also have a written guide about this topic and much more comprehensive than this video will be, so feel free to check that out in the description down below this video. We'll put a link in there. So if you're a SiteGround user looking to migrate away from SiteGround, you've likely experienced the unique challenges possessed by their custom hosting control panel. And while other providers opt for renowned control panels like cPanel, SiteGround's custom approach can leave you feeling somewhat constrained when it comes to actually being able to control your own data. And if you're new to the world of web hosting and you're not familiar with SiteGround, then allow me to share some tidbits about it. So SiteGround distinguishes itself by using a custom hosting control panel, a departure from the industry norm of using renowned control panels like cPanel. While this may help in cost saving for SiteGround as a company, it often leaves users feeling locked in as there are no seamless migration paths out there. Unlike other providers where you can generate a full backup using standard control panels like cPanel, SiteGround's proprietary panel complicates the migration process, which is why in this video we will guide you on how to successfully migrate your WordPress website from SiteGround to any other hosting provider like RackNerd as an example, using duplicator plugin for WordPress. Now, why should you migrate away from SiteGround? Well, SiteGround's decision to use a custom control panel can make users feel confined, limited in their ability to migrate seamlessly to other hosting providers. While renowned control panels like cPanel allow for straightforward backups and restores on various hosting platforms, SiteGround's proprietary panel makes the process more complicated. So why use the duplicator plugin for migration? Well, if you find yourself needing to change hosting providers or domain names, or if you want to create a staging environment for your WordPress site, the duplicator plugin is a powerful tool to have in your back pocket. This plugin simplifies the migration process, eliminating the complexities associated with changing the installation path and URLs in the database. But before we begin the migration process, make sure that you have the WordPress admin dashboard login credentials, control panel access, cPanel, Plesk, etc., and FTP login credentials for your domain, such as your domain.com, in case your host does not have a built-in file manager like we have in our cPanel hosting. In case your hosting lacks a control panel, ensure that you have access to the database server. That would be MySQL, Maria Database, etc. Now let me share my screen here and let's go ahead and get started with that tutorial. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and install the duplicator plugin in our WordPress site. To do this, just head over to your WordPress admin dashboard and navigate to Plugins, Add New. Then search for Duplicator. Install the plugin and activate it. Next up, let's create our source archive or backup files. Let me show you, and feel free to follow along from your own screen. So using Duplicator is a three-step process: set up, scan, and build. Just follow the prompts to create a package for your website migration. Now it's time to upload the archive to our new destination host. So once you've created the package, download it to your computer, then upload the files such as the installer and zip archive, etc., to the web root of your domain on the new host. Once our files have been uploaded completely to the new host, we need to point our domain to the new host. And please check the propagation of your DNS changes from time to time to make sure that you're all set before you proceed to the next steps. Now, once your domain's DNS propagation is all set, load the installer script in your web browser by navigating to your domain/installer.php or racknerdtv.com/installer.php in my case. This will direct you to the duplicator deployment page. But before you can proceed, you need to set up your new database credentials first from your new hosting panel, and then confirm the deployment. So feel free to follow along as I set up my new database credentials on cPanel Hosting and proceed. So once the new database has been set up, let's go back to the duplicator deployment screen and fill up the necessary information to proceed with the deployment. In the next screen, you will need to log in to your WordPress site to complete the migration. Do that to proceed, and this will open up the new WordPress admin login page in a new tab. And once you're in, you'll be presented with the confirmation of your migration, as you can see here on my dashboard. In this stage, you should finally be all set and have migrated your WordPress server successfully. And to confirm this migration is successful, you can check your domain's name server on dnschecker.org and see if the value is pointed to the correct new host while you are seeing this exact copy of your site from the old host. If so, that means you are all set. And there you have it. By following these simple steps, you can bid farewell to SiteGround's constraints and enjoy the flexibility of a new hosting provider. At RackNerd, we offer powerful hosting plans that complement WordPress, and most importantly, we use cPanel hosting for a much more familiar interface and flexibility for our users. Ready to make the move? Visit racknerd.com to learn more. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions for us at all. Until then, happy website migrating.